That's awesome. Hi, this is Ike from IkesOutdoors.com. This video is to discuss a test that I just did, and you're going to be able to find all the information on my website. Not really going to discuss any of the information, just going to discuss the parameters of this test and how I did it and what the point of it was. What I'm doing is I'm shooting my High Country Speed Probe bow, set at 60 pounds with a 27-inch draw. And what I've done is I've been shooting 4 different arrows. 2 Victories and 2 Carbon Revolutions. Now these Victories are going to weigh, one weighs 355 grains with a 75 grain tip, and the other weighed 407 grains with a 125 grain tip. Now the Carbon Revolutions are going to weigh considerably less. I believe one weighed around 240 and one weighed around 280. They're 2 different types of arrows. One's 5.5 grains and one is 6.2 grains. And on the lighter weight, the 5.5 had a 55 grain tip, and on the heavier one I had a 75 grain tip. What I've been doing is I've been shooting these at 10, 20, 30, and 40 yards, and then measuring them. I've been shooting them into this blob target. If you're not familiar with the blob target, this is just a high density, really heavy, like a foam target, I guess is what you'd call it. This is some kind of byproduct made from the carpet industry. And this target right here alone weighs 83 pounds. So these are very dense. My penetration on these ranged from the low 4-inch to the high 4-inch range. So I shot each arrow 100 times from different yardage, from 10, 20, 30, and 40 yards. And 40 is as far out as I could go. I wish I could have went a little farther, but that would have had me standing in traffic out here. So I don't think the police would have liked that too well. So, like I said, I'm not going to really discuss the results. You can see the results on my website. I'm going to put it at the full table. And you can go from there and you can take that choice, you can take that information and do whatever you want to with it as far as the penetration and the results of the test go. So that's the parameters that I used for the test. I had the arrows flex the same. I used the same style of field point as best I could. Now the 125 grain field point was just a little bit different than these. I'll show you what these look like. It was a little bit different. Of course, it was quite a bit longer, but that was it. And I used a set of calibrated calipers to measure these things. I marked them with just a grease pen, and then marked that off after I got done marking them. So this may not be the most scientific test that you've ever seen on penetration, kinetic energy, and stuff like that. But it's just something that I thought was fun to do, and something that I was curious about. Now my heavier grain arrows were getting around 250. I'm not sure exactly. You'll see the information on the thing, but they're getting around 258 or 248. I can't remember. 258, I think, is what I was getting at with my heavier arrows. And the lighter weight ones were getting 322 feet per second. So big difference in speed, big difference in momentum that each arrow had. But the kinetic energy there was very little bit of difference in the kinetic energy that each had. So you'll be able to see that information there on the on my website. That's IkesOutdoors.com. You can check out the full table there and all the information that I've compiled. Make your own opinion there. If you guys on Archery Talk, I started a thread on there. If you guys want to get a lesson in physics or get a good read, there's a lot of good information there. Some guys have some valid points, and didn't really intend for that thread to turn into an argument. But you guys on Archery Talk that have been commenting on this thread, you know, here's the information. There's no point in arguing about this. No one's going to convince anyone that they're right or that the other person's wrong. So this information, I'm not trying to prove anything with it. I'm not trying to say that the heavier arrow is better, the lighter arrow is better. I'm just compiling some information for myself, mainly because I shoot 27-inch draw and I only shoot about 60 pounds. So I just wanted to know if these lighter weight arrows, what the difference in them was. So plain and simple. No reason to argue about it, guys. No reason to get all upset. Just take this information and do whatever you want to with it. What I think is most important isn't going to matter which one of these arrows you use. When I started hunting, it was with a 40-pound recurve, and lightweight arrow, lightweight broadhead, and I did fine with that. So I don't think it matters which one of these you use. Good sharp broadheads and good shot placement are the key. Practice, practice, practice. Get you a 3D deer like this one. Practice at the ranges that you're comfortable with. Know those ranges. Have a good rangefinder with you. And if you're comfortable at 40 yards, you can stick either one of these arrows with any kind of broadhead you want to. If you stick it right there, you're probably going to kill him. If you stick him back here, he's probably going to be walking with a limp for a while, but he's probably going to be alright. So that's my opinion on it. Shoot whatever arrow you want to. I know which one I'm going to be shooting, and I'm not really going to say which one that is because I don't want to make anybody, I just really don't want to tell you guys. So I know which arrow I'm going to be shooting, and you guys take this information and laugh at it if you want to, or throw it aside. I don't really care either way. This is if there's some people out there that can benefit from it, take this information and make an educated decision with it, then great. So that was the main point of this, was just to compile some information. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. I appreciate you visiting my website, and I'd like to hear see some emails from you guys, some feedback or something like that. You can hit the contact us page on ikesoutdoors.com, or you can just email me directly or PM me on Archery Talk. My email is ikesoutdoors@yahoo.com, and my screen ID on Archery Talk is Ike_OSU. So you can check those out. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of my my chart, as unscientific as this test has been. So I appreciate you guys watching, appreciate the feedback, and appreciate you visiting the website. And you guys on Archery Talk, just chill out a little bit. Go get you one of these. Maybe not Milwaukee's best, but hey, it's Memorial Day weekend. Get whatever you can. Go have you a cold one, chill out a little bit, and enjoy your day off. And don't drink and shoot.
I like